Tu vas prendre comment le match contre Fnatic vendredi? Franchement, si je veux être transparent, j'en ai rien à branler, voilà. De qui en face. Je suis giga confiant de la manière dont on travaille et qu'on évolue en vrai. Je suis grave heureux d'être chez Vita, une équipe de rêve avec des joueurs de rêve. Et si on perd, c'est contre nous-mêmes. J'en ai rien à branler, voilà. De qui en face.
There, but Lotus being the second pick there for Vitality, that's a big one for me because this is something that Fnatic had to ban in their second wave last week.
Especially when we think about that last map that we saw last week. It took him to grab that upper, started to chain the kills together.
Fnatic find a pick back in the other direction, keep that advantage now in a 3 versus 4, and Vitality very much moving, spreading across the map, waiting for aggression, and they've spotted it a couple times, that Nick's come in.
This is Kayak, 9 and 2. Operator, not really the gun you'd want in these sort of moments. You have to pick less out of the corner, and he checks the right position, but doesn't quite find that final kill. Pace save card, Thrifty is what gets Vitality onto the board, and I don't know what was said in that pause, but it was bang on.
As it was firing into, well, what would have been certain death for Kicks. Would even make this fight a little easier, as they'd only have to worry about Cyvoph on the site. Kicks with another, and now
awkward spot, and you can see again just Durka trying to sell these fakes. The fight is going to be taken, and well, it's actually gone all right. I thought that Kayak wouldn't get anything from that, but
Less's lurks have just been so good, and it comes back to Alpha, same position as before, and they're not going to clear it. That's 2 for 4.
Oh, these are not going to forget that one in a while. It's so much time, and unfortunately just the moment. No,
the round's not over yet.
Not even just looking for that gap once again. Alfia was forced forward by the utility, but they still don't seem aware. Not going to connect the shots, but his teammates have found everything they need. 20 seconds up and coming on the clock. No ground, no from the shadows, and honestly it looks like no hope. I think this has to be a save now.
Yeah, they've made that call as well. Even for Cyvoph, he's not safe.
10 seconds.
Fnatic, they've got credits, they're going to go pushing forward, and more so than credits, they've got confidence. Kayak certainly does. 13 and 5, had a great game so far. A little bit less so now, leaving the A site a little bit more open. They still have a cam and a trap, but it's the fact they're not waiting for that aggression. It looked scary, but looks like they're right back on the horse here. And the site now taken for a plant. They're not sticking it yet, still trying to bait more players into Chronicle's crosshair, and just seconds away from seeing that work. Oh, he's caught him off guard! It's a wonderful play! Leaving it down to Crashies.
We'll see if that's a continuing trend. It does mean, I was going to say, there's not the best of purchases, but that's not the start they were looking for. A few spam shots that Cyvoph has walked into. You dropped the player immediately, and now you've ended up with none of...
Well, Chronicle comes in with a Viper's Pit ready to work with. B-side is the target. If they can get that pit down, there's a lot of trouble for Vitality, but Cyvoph able to pick off the first. It's already TP'd into the back of the site, but he's not got any real opportunities, barely avoiding the breach utility, but taking a big, heavy tag down to 45 HP. Good pickup by Durka, and they thought the Kayak had left. They thought the utility had cleared him out, but he gave his position away. Boaster on 8 is the last man standing, and he won't stand any longer. Vitality 2 rounds behind after a 5-0 start.
The crazy thing is, I feel like Cyvoph started this one off with like the craziest game of aim training you've ever seen. It's like, okay, I gotta pick up the Prowler, shoot the guy jumping, I gotta spin around, try and shoot the Horn, and still survive all of it. But I thought it just manages to do it safe, maybe getting a little bit more information than he bargained for. Takes a tag, solid paranoia, now even has the showstopper. Nobody is gonna be facing, but shoots it a little early. That gives Cyvoph a chance.
As the Grabwell comes in, trying to get that little bit of extra space, and although it won't work out.
Everybody standing, it is going to help them, especially if they were to slip up anywhere along these last...
No time to pick, Chronicle stuck in the corner, and Les won't let him out. Kayak grabs one after the plant, with a reposition needed, the steps heard, and Cyvoph on his trail. Kicks finds one, and from the smoke comes safe. 6 seconds. Plant needs to be found, but first you gotta find Kicks. Sends in the C's as well, and Kayak gives his position away, but it's well worth it. Landing himself the pick. They know there's still one in heaven. Cyvoph down low. TP, he won't get away. Oh, he will! Barely avoiding those shots in the smoke down to cover his retreat. No, he will not make it to sight though. The spam through that smoke picks him off. And here he is, but he has to hold off against the whole squad. 12 seconds. Plant needs to be connected very soon. That paranoia, perfect from Cyvoph. That's a double pickup from him with the paranoia alongside his buddies.
Vitality knowing the risks of him.
If that was Durka there, man, he would have had 40. The reality is he's not only doing better than Durka, but he has had rounds that are all failed to take down kicks as well. Still so much util online. He's forced forward though by the snake bite. A chance if they can pick him off, but instead it's kicks finding one up above. Less consistent, and he's on the side with just his dinner to finish. Boaster and Crashies. And it's Crashies to take the kill, keeping this doable for his side, but a plan has to be stuck surely. Barely any time left, and now no choice. Durka with the swing could end it all here, and that's exactly what he does. The final dagger in the back from their former squad mate. Maybe giving up this space to push up that you'll typically see from teams. You know that you should be expecting someone on rubble, but not so ready for kicks. Still, he only finds one before going down. He is all alone, and with that door open, his back is now compromised. Wants to fight forward, and good for the first.
You've been left behind. You've been left out to dry unless... Oh, already good for one. Now the rifles come into play. See the goal here. Definitely an opportunity loss for Vitality. How that round started off, I think.
Kix has got the cover he needs to follow through on that kill without disruption. But when they step a little wider, Kayak and Alpha ready to clean up, all on Cyvoph, and no idea that Crashies has wrapped around! What an adjustment! The newcomer down to the last few seconds, but not quite enough! That was a clean engagement, but a fight that still goes to Fnatic.
The initial take and the hold, but he somehow made that one incredibly competitive, and even just the quick reactions at the end.
Got all these freebie rounds last game, so now it's time for us to get some
information already found onto Kayak as well, and they're going to make a play off this.
They've walked straight through the door. Cyvoph, they knew he was there, but a little bit too late. Did the pieces connect?
Cyvoph. Well, that's not going to plan. Sheriff can be unkind. Unfortunately, that is now the spike crossing to the site. Eventually, will get the job done. At least finding one, you can see a slightly safer position being chosen, just to make sure there isn't really a chance. Although another pick coming up. This position, though, should be nasty. The question of who that master may be.
It's a damage, and Chronicle the one to pick up the kill. Vitality move to the B side. Cyvoph already in, and he's picked off one with kicks following through. No, they didn't.
They definitely didn't. Cyvoph has teleported into the site. He was frustrated about not receiving it, but now he's not giving it out. He was too busy looking to try and hunt down Alpha yet. And it is a blitz on the site, and in zone flawless. After the pause.
What are they going to play? Are they going to bring back the ice?
Wait, what?
They will, but it's Cyvoph.
No question. There is not a question. But he's normally not so aggressive this round already. He's looking for that fight. It's actually Alpha here on the other side. And well, Durka, Cyvoph, they will combine immediately. What a start.
He even starts to get an inkling that this could be the A hit, and so he's now ready to pop the paranoia. It's perfect, but Vitality still come ahead. They cannot expect these numbers to still be here. Now they will. Alfier was the one to find the kill with Boaster going down. 12 seconds left. The plant needs to be found. The spike on backside and undeniable. They ran into almost the entire team. A dump of utility and big swings from Fnatic.
Kick still has one remaining, is wary that they're already coming in from behind. In fact, though, it's going to be that short play, but Cyvoph again! You talk about this guy already being I think it was 4-0 going into this round, but he's fighting aggressively. He's facing off against opponents. Oh, okay. Kayak eventually gets the job done, but Cyvoph is just flying. Another added to the tally, another round for Vitality.
Landed on the site. The immediate swing from Cyvoph.
Yeah.
He was there for his teammate no matter what. Happy to take the brunt of that retake force. And while he dealt with them,
Gotta be careful. I don't know if he's realised how far forward into the site he has managed to get. Cyvoph fighting up against Chronicle, and while he has not been missing so far, Kayak still at the back of the site though, has been able to get one and escapes once again, the second.
it's almost fully diffused, but Alpha's been taken off the spike. A second player crashes, steps in, and he steps out just as quick. Cyvoph with a 3-piece in this round. Vitality are hammering Fnatic into the dirt.
Years. They pick up a man from the tier 2 playing for Mandatory, who was doing very well. 3rd place in the first EMEA Challengers. And now he's coming in against Fnatic. 10-0. 2 kills a round at the moment for Cyvoph.
Cyvoph still alive, and weaker weapons still what they're working with. Nothing recovered by that defensive side.
Boaster and Kayak being able to get something, but not able to fall back into things. The shield helping out massively. Hunter's Fury utilized and will pick off Cyvoph. It's an investment, but that has garnered a reward. They're pushing back into this stacked up A side. It was where they had mass success in their bonus round. Even walking into a stack of players, their execution was sublime. See if they can get anything done here.
Close corner. Be cleared by the decoy at least, and Cyvoph the one to win that battle up against Alphier. Ult activated in the kill contract. He's been good in these, but Boaster in a heater of a series doesn't stand a chance against Cyvoph.
Cyvoph to potentially have the double tap available. He is 13-2. Like it can come down to as simply as shooting him in the face.
Cyvoph falling in the early round. Well, that seems to be where hope fades at least somewhat. Guys, 14-4 at the moment. We came in questioning, oh, can he match up against Alphier on the ISO? Well, he has done leagues better so far. I think he might have as many kill contract eliminations as Alphier has just kills.
Oh, that's unnecessary.
That's going to put Boaster in a bit of an awkward spot. They're not going together, despite kicks being very low.
Oh no.
Durka swinging alone goes down too! Boaster with the lifeline for Fnatic! The Red Bull clutch, and he's dropping it back on the stage. Oh, goodness. He'll make it out with 50 HP, and Durka won't get anything from behind, bar the one.
Well, hello. That's where one of the guns are. But they also
big plays needed on the side, and it's Alpha still lurking around to find the value. Cyvoph with an unbelievable performance on ISO, and he'll get the defuse to halfway. They've even got the side angle covered. The swing out, though, instantly deals with him. With Durka done in by Kayak, there was no hope left. That's time running off the clock, and Chronicle wants to make up for it with space. It's dangerous against a weaker buy to play like this, and that's a big mistake. Even the Tracer's easy to follow back on, but Cyvoph steps in to take the pick. An immediate response, though. Boaster and Kayak.
and bamboozles and well.
Wow.
Durka thought, again, that's the second time he's just been matched pound for pound.
Well, a lot of us are in a pretty vulnerable position, but Fnatic.
This is everything. Cyvoph needs to try and win this battle. It's him versus Chronicle, and it's Bessie! And he knows it as well. That might be the beginning of the end. A Champions winner who has suffered defeat at Fnatic before and will suffer it again. We look as Vitality as a favorite going into this series, but history repeats itself for a 7th time.
That's got to be heartbreaking, Tom.
Before today, you were kind of the gatekeeper of ISOs in our region. You're the best ISO player. Cyvoph, on the other side, what did you make of his ISO?
I think he's a really good player. I didn't expect he's gonna be that good, but I think sometimes when I was fighting with him, I couldn't even give a react. I think he's a really good player. I can see the really good feature. I don't know. He's one of the best players in the world, I think.